Roll 'em!
I don't care for what they say about the games that God may play, 'cause we need you right here by our side. Flowers don't live too long. I've seen candles burn away, but a song just may carry us through these times. So I'll say, may you find a state of grace. I'm sure that not a day goes by that you don't sigh and wonder why, but you find the strength that helps you find your way back home where you are. Behold the lake, the moon and stars, and know that we love you much more than words could say. So this day, may you find a state of grace.
My real sisters, they're like my kids. Before we came into foster care, I was like their mom. I had that responsibility because we came from an abusive home, kind of. And so sometimes I had to learn how to do everything at a young age. I had to learn how to cook, how to give baths to little kids, send them off to school, get myself ready for school. There was times I didn't go to school because if they were sick, I stayed home with them. Just like my kids, so the past 4 years has been hard, not being with them all the time. But Rhonda makes it really easy because she lets we see each other. Their parents let us see each other, my parents let them see each other. We're in a good situation.
We appreciate all of our adoptive families, or our foster families. It takes someone special and dedicated to work with foster children. Most times these children have been neglected, abused. Some are dependent, but most of them have been neglected or abused. So it is a sacrifice for foster families and adoptive families to take them within their home, because the kids come with baggage, from trauma, from emotional baggage, just all sorts of things that they bring into the home environment with them once they come into foster care. So it is a sacrifice for foster families, adoptive families, because the kids have to become acclimated to their home, and the families have to become acclimated to the kids and their needs, their desires and their wants. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But it's the fact that they try and that they're willing to open their doors to our kids.
I'm sure that not a day goes by that you don't sigh and wonder why, but you find the strength that helps you find your way back home where you are. Behold the lake, the moon and stars, and know that we love you much more than words could say. So this day, may you find a state of grace.
It can be very hard on a child, especially if a child is having to move from place to place. We have a lot of children that might have attachment disorders, and sometimes they get in a family and they're just thinking they're going to move at any minute, and they will not allow themselves to get attached to the family.
We didn't come, me and my husband did not come in fostering to be adoptive. We came in just to give a home to children that didn't have a place to go or needed a place to go until they could go back into the homes with their parents. But after beginning fostering the love of the child and the love that we received and the joy that was in our home, we decided to adopt.
When you get into it, I don't think that you know the difference that you're actually going to make in this child's life. You know, you are the one that can provide the stability, the care that they never received, the care that they deserve to have and to receive, and the family, and you know, to be able to come home and not have to worry what's going to happen each day, and to feel loved and wanted. And you know, like every child deserves and desires to feel. Without you know, the adopted parents, you know, even our agency at DSS, I mean, we couldn't function without y'all.
It's kind of like a gift that God has blessed us with. And things have worked out.
Well, I think of Cleveland County DSS as filling the void in those children's lives, and filling that space and giving them hope and seeing light come into their eyes, and a different look about that child, and smiles. And children never forget. I have children that I probably saw 15, 16 years ago that still come back and still let us know what we meant to them, and that's what it's all about. It's not about a job, it's not about a career, it's about compassion, it's about a motivation. It helps me get up every morning.
Isabel, after her dad had his last visit with her, he gave her a necklace and a note, and she come back and she was like kind of mimicking what he had done, which he must have been crying the way he said it and stuff. And he gave her this little necklace and a note, and I read the note to her and gave her the necklace. And I said, Isabel, I said, he still loves you, he just can't take care of you. And she said, well, that's okay, Wendell. She said, because I want you. said, "That's okay, Wendell, because I want you to be my daddy. I don't want no other daddy." So when you got a kid like that, coming from the situation that she was in, and all she's ever known was you, her daddy, I'm not the kind of person that's just gonna give her away. She's my daughter.
We live on an emotional roller coaster. I remember us getting a large sibling group late one night, and we always have to kind of scramble as to, okay, who do we know we can call on, and who's not going to mind the late calls. We called this particular family, and they had room for one child, and agreed to take that child, and we knew that was the plan. And as we continued to call and look, and we were coming up short on anybody else to care for the other children. And that foster mom said, "Bring them all. I'll make room for them. You guys do what you need to do, but bring them all." And she doesn't know what a relief that is to us, because we knew not only were they going to be safe, they were going to be happy.
I do know we have pretty close to 200 children in custody. I wish that they knew that all children aren't bad. All children aren't, brought out of bad situations, or, just because their parents did this, they're innocent. All children are innocent, so don't expect every child to be perfect. They're gonna have their issues, but don't have the expectations that, I just can't be the one to foster a child, because that child could come into your home and change your entire life.
I would encourage anyone to foster, even if they're not getting into it to adopt like we weren't. We were into this to foster, not to adopt in the beginning. Of course, that can always change, but I would encourage anyone to become a foster parent. Like I said, it's very rewarding.
It's a good experience, a great experience, and it's a wonderful thing to do, because we have a lot of kids that's in need of some good parents, somebody to love them and take care of them, and to provide a good home for them, a good, safe home.
There was nights where I just cried because I just wanted a family. It was different. I never, in the beginning, I thought it was like me. Like, when I first came into foster care, I felt like it was my fault. I know. And, but no, I got over it. I realized my parents made bad decisions. I realized it's not my fault. It's not my fault I was in the situation I was in.